told you about the time I almost had a perfect flight flying general aviation? No? Well, here it goes. A perfect flight for me is a flight free of any surprises, everything functioning as it should. No surprise proximity alerts, no excessive turbulence, no numbers to write down and call when I land. Just a super predictable experience with a 10 out of 10 boredom rating. Just some scenic views, some cool air, and a landing so smooth that I can't tell when the wheels are on the ground. I was in town for a week on business. It was about day 5 into the mission, and it became painfully obvious that I had no chance of successfully completing my objectives. It wasn't for lack of trying. Every day I woke up and went to work, I sat in traffic for hours. I listened to complaints from random Karens who had no business being in my business. I had sweat burning my eyes, and by the time I was sitting in traffic again to go to my local home, I had sweat so much that my clothes were soaked and sticking to me like it was body paint. As a reward for my dedication, I decided to take a morning flight down the west coast of Florida. I pulled the plane out of the hangar, did a solid pre-flight, and taxied to the run-up area. After the run-up, I lined up on the runway to take off. Everything by the book. Everything by the numbers. After I clear all of the obstructions in my path, I turn west and then south as I reach the coast. My plan was to fly south to the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Along the way, I enjoyed some of the sights of Newport Richey. Newport Richey is known to some as the Hollywood of the East, because of its past as a winter retreat for celebrities of the silent film era. Then past Tarpon Springs, home of the historic sponge docks. After flying down to the Skyway Bridge, I turned north to go back and enjoy the rest of this seemingly uneventful flight. Cruising along at less than 2,000 feet all day, I had the opportunity to enjoy an up-close view of the Tampa Bay landscape as it rushed beneath my wings. As I approached the 10 miles from my origin and destination, I focused on the radio channel for my field. It was quiet. Nobody was active. I called out my intentions, and I reaffirmed my intentions every few minutes, complete with a description of my location relative to the field. Once on an extremely short final, the radio comes alive and tells me traffic in the area is a Falcon. Falcon says, "I'm number 1 on a short base to final. All aircraft in the vicinity must yield." I'm over the runway numbers and I don't see anyone. I'm less than 20 feet above the ground. I'm fairly certain I have the right of way. Even though I'm sure I'm right, I don't want to be dead right. I maintain my attention looking for traffic. Just as my wheels are about to touch less than 5 feet from the ground, I see the Falcon cut in front of me. It's too late to go around. A collision is unavoidable. Power is already cut and I'm in ground effect. At the last moment, the Falcon pulls off the runway and disaster is avoided. The chance of a perfect flight is still a dream deferred, but I live to fly another day. If you like this video and would like to see more content like it, please be sure to subscribe and leave feedback in the comments section.